Folks, I've preached a lot about gossip in this church. I've looked out over some of my messages I preached from the first time I came here in 1988. I pulled out some of my old sermons and I looked over it, and folks, I was preaching the same thing I'm preaching right now. I warned and I warned. I must, in the past 8 years, had at least 50 messages against gossip and slander and using the tongue. Because I know what God thinks of this. I know how dangerous it is. In one of these days, I don't care how many good works, I don't care what you've done in this church or any church, I don't care how holy you claim to be, all the great works, if you're on the telephone, if you're with your brother and sister and you're talking about your brother or sister against Brother Dave Wilkerson, against this man or any elders or anybody in any church, you are a worker of iniquity and you are not saved.
Fear-based preaching. Taking the God status. If you talk about me or anybody in the church that are the workers, you're not saved. If there's one thing that I cannot stand and will automatically shut off a video, it is somebody who uses the God status card. He's basically saying what was said in the book of Acts, that I think it was Acts, where they said that if you blaspheme the Holy Ghost, it's unforgivable. He's basically putting himself as God's status. If you talk about me and some of the workers in the church, you're not saved. One of the things that I've learned throughout all these years is you have to be humble. Humbleness. People are not perfect. And neither is David Wilkerson. And he's passed away now. He got in a car wreck. Who knows what really happened? Maybe he was set up. Who knows? You never know. But all I'm saying is that this God status type of preaching, I'll never ever listen to it. Ever. Is it right to talk about people who don't deserve to be talked about? No, that's not right. That'll never be right. But does he have the right to say, well, if you do, you're not saved? Absolutely not. And like I said, this is the type of thing that I cannot stand. And David Wilkerson should have never said this. He should have never said this because some of the things that he said weren't so bad. And he did have a gift for preaching. But you got to really be careful about what you say.